It's almost midnight. Your phone is full of contacts, 300 friends, 40 unread messages, and yet you feel completely alone in the room. That feeling has a name, but the real answer is far stranger than sadness. Loneliness isn't an emotion. Not really. It's an alarm. The same kind of alarm as hunger. The same kind of alarm as thirst. Your body doesn't generate hunger because it hates you. It generates hunger because you need food to survive. Loneliness works the exact same way. It's a biological signal, screaming one message into your nervous system. Go back to the group. Why would your brain care so much about other people? Because for almost the entire history of your species, being alone meant dying. Picture it. 200,000 years ago. No cities, no walls, just open grassland and a body with no claws, no fangs, no armor. A lone human on the savannah wasn't a survivor story. It was a meal waiting to happen. Groups changed everything. More eyes meant more warning. A shared fire meant protection through the night. Humans who stayed close to their tribe lived longer. Humans who got isolated often didn't make it back. So evolution built a warning system. Dr. John Cacioppo, a researcher at the University of Chicago, spent decades studying loneliness. He found it functions like a homeostatic signal, almost identical to hunger or pain. Just as hunger alerts your ancestors to a lack of food, loneliness alerts them to a lack of connection. It wasn't a flaw. It was a survival tool. What does this alarm feel like in the body? Heart rate shifts, sleep fragments, cortisol climbs. Your immune system behaves as if you're under physical threat. Why would isolation trigger an immune response? For most of human history, it was a physical threat. No one to fight off infection with you. No one to defend you in the night. Your body still runs that calculation today, even in a locked apartment with food in the fridge. It doesn't know the calendar changed. Here's where it gets stranger. Loneliness feels like physical pain. Neuroscientists Naomi Eisenberger and Matthew Lieberman ran brain imaging studies on social rejection. When people experience exclusion, the same brain region that registers physical pain becomes active. Your brain files being ghosted in roughly the same folder as a broken bone. Loneliness was never built to be permanent. It was built to be temporary, like hunger before a meal. You feel hunger, you eat, the alarm shuts off. So why doesn't it shut off now? For nearly all of human history, connection meant something specific. Eye contact, shared meals, physical proximity. Your ancient alarm has no concept of a notification. It can't read a string of text as the presence of another human body. So you can be connected to hundreds of people online and the alarm still doesn't shut off. Not because you're doing something wrong, because it's asking for something your phone was never built to provide. This explains a strange paradox. People can be surrounded by others and still feel isolated. Quantity of contact and quality of connection are not the same currency. Your nervous system only accepts one as real payment. So what actually turns the alarm off? Dr. Robert Waldinger directs the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies on human life ever conducted. It found that close relationships, more than money or fame, are what keep people happy and healthy across a lifetime, not the number of contacts in your phone, the depth of a small number of real bonds. Why would something so simple outperform wealth and status? Because your nervous system was built for tribes of 50 to 150 people, not audiences of thousands. It was built for depth, not reach. So think about that scrolling moment again. Screen lit up. Hundreds of digital contacts. Complete silence inside your chest. That feeling isn't proof something is wrong with you. It's proof something ancient inside you is working exactly as designed. Isolation still correlates with worse health and shorter lifespans, even now, even with every modern comfort. So what do you do with an alarm like this? You don't silence it, you answer it, the way you'd answer hunger. Not with a screen, with presence, a real conversation, a shared meal. Your ancestors didn't need thousands of relationships to survive. They needed a handful of people who would notice if they didn't come back. That's still true for you. It was never about the size of the crowd. It was about the strength of the bond. So the next time that ache shows up late at night in a room lit only by a phone screen, don't read it as sadness. Read it as your oldest survival system, doing exactly what it has always done. It's not telling you that you're alone in the world. It's telling you to go find the people who make sure you never have to be.